Today is February 21st. Stacey Abrams is at the center of legal speculation, with 89% betting on Polymarket that she will not be arrested in 2025 despite controversies surrounding her organization. Amid discussions on U.S. Russia relations, Polymarket shows 64% skepticism that sanctions on Russia will be lifted before April, despite hints from U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Elon Musk's XAI app, Grok, has surged to the top of the US App Store, with 81% betting it will maintain its position by noon, indicating strong market confidence. Now let's dive into today's stories in detail. The poly market is seeing high activity with speculation about whether Stacey Abrams will be arrested in 2025. Since opening on February 20th, this market shows a strong belief that Abrams won't face arrest, with odds standing at around 89% for no and only around 10% for yes. Abrams, a prominent figure in Georgia politics, has faced allegations against her organization, the New Georgia Project. Recently, it was fined a staggering $300,000 by the Georgia State Ethics Commission for operating illegally during her 2018 gubernatorial campaign. This fine is the largest ever issued by the commission, reflecting the ongoing scrutiny of her political activities. Despite this, there's no direct legal action against Abrams at the moment. Speculation on social media suggests potential legal troubles, but credible news sources haven't reported any imminent arrest. The market's high odds against her arrest highlight the gap between public speculation and actual legal threats. On X, some users are recycling claims that Abrams faces legal scrutiny. Yet, mainstream news outlets haven't confirmed these, focusing instead on broader political narratives. This creates a divide between speculative chatter online and the cautious tone of established news sources. The polymarket activity reflects Abrams' controversial past and partisan narratives rather than concrete evidence of looming legal action. As of today, bettors seem confident that no significant legal developments will unfold this year. Now let's move on to the next story. The story centers on the polymarket titled U.S. Lifts Russia Sanctions Before April. It speculates if the U.S. will lift sanctions on Russia between February 19th and March 31st, 2025. Right now, odds lean towards skepticism. Around 37% bet yes, while around 64% say no. This stems from discussions about potential policy shifts. The backdrop? U.S. sanctions on Russia were a response to actions like the 2014 Crimea annexation and the Ukraine conflict. There's bipartisan support for these sanctions, making them tough to lift without clear progress. Recently, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent hinted at possible sanctions relief if Russia negotiates over Ukraine, but Senator Marco Rubio insists sanctions stay until a concrete deal is reached. As of February 21st, speculation is high, but skepticism prevails. No news outlets confirm policy changes yet. Polymarket reflects this uncertainty, showing odds of around 37% for lifting sanctions by April, amid historical resistance to rapid policy shifts. Recently, market activity surged after Scott Bessent suggested sanctions relief could be tied to Ukraine negotiations. Before this, skepticism ruled. Odds stood at around 37% for lifting by April. Social media high activity and acclaim by Marco Rubio added to the mix, though no traditional news corroborated these developments. On X, users are split. Some see Bessent's comments as a sign of change, others doubt it, citing a lack of media confirmation. A post on February 20th sparked intrigue, contrasting with Rubio's February 16th claim about lifting sanctions, still unverified by major outlets. Traditional media hasn't reported any shifts, maintaining caution amid social media speculation. If sanctions lift, it could mean a diplomatic shift with Russia, hinging on Ukraine concessions as Bessent suggested. But skepticism is high. Rubio says sanctions stay without a peace deal. Current odds show cautious optimism, but history suggests change needs major diplomatic breakthroughs. Let's move on to the next story. Elon Musk's XAI has launched Grok, an AI app that has quickly climbed to the top of the US App Store's free apps chart since its release on February 19th. Grok has surpassed major competitors like ChatGPT and TikTok, thanks in part to Musk's promotional efforts and a free access period for its new Grok 3 model. Reports from Business Standard and TechCrunch on February 20th spotlight this rise, noting the Grok 3 model is touted as 10 times more capable than its predecessor. Social media is buzzing with excitement, although some premium subscribers are frustrated by the free access offer after paying for subscriptions. On Polymarket, odds show around 81% confidence that Grok will maintain its top spot by noon ET today. Users on X are expressing optimism, noting Grok's rapid rise and predicting continued dominance. However, traditional news outlets report some dissatisfaction among Premium Plus subscribers over the sudden free access, raising concerns about subscription value. The outcome on Polymarket seems poised for a yes, yet questions remain about Grok's long-term engagement and its ability to compete with established players like ChatGPT. And before ending, a word about our sponsor. As a startup founder, finding product market fit is your top priority, but landing bigger customers requires SOC 2 or ISO 27001 compliance, a time-consuming process that pulls you away from building and shipping. That's where Vanta comes in. By automating up to 90% of the work, Vanta gets you compliant fast, opening doors to next-level growth opportunities. Whether you're closing your first deal or gearing up for growth, Vanta makes compliance easy. Get $1,000 off at vanta.com/notboring. That's vanta.com/notboring for $1,000 off. Each of the stories we covered today is ongoing and may change dramatically. For updates and detailed odds, head to polymarket.com. That's all the news that's fit to predict. This is me, Packy McCormick's voice, signing off. May the odds be ever in your favor.